doctors had told me she had only days left. I remember the sterile scent of the hospital room, the sharp beep of the monitor, and the cold edge of reality that pressed against my chest like a hand squeezing the air from my lungs. Clara lay there, frail and pale, every labored breath a hammer to my chest, yet her eyes, those once bright eyes, found mine with a weight I couldn't place. Then she whispered, almost too softly to hear over the whir of the machines, "I need to confess." My mind froze. Confess? I had been holding her hand, willing myself to believe that the disease had taken everything except our bond, that in these final hours we would find some fragile peace. But confession? The word tasted like ash in my mouth. What were you talking about? I asked, my voice cracking, though I tried to mask the tremor with authority I didn't feel. She hesitated, and I saw the way her fingers curled in pain, how her lips quivered with a secret too heavy for a dying body. "It's not about the illness, it's me," she whispered. My stomach nodded. Me? Her? I had been by her side for 20 years, seen her laugh, seen her cry, carried her through hospital stays and heartbreaks. What could she possibly need to confess now at the end? I don't know how to say this," she murmured, each word painstakingly slow. I've been seeing someone." The room spun. The walls, the machines, the white ceiling. It all seemed suddenly unreal. "What?" My voice was a rasp, disbelief cracking through it like glass. "Now, you're dying and—" "I know," she interrupted, and the guilt in her eyes struck me harder than any betrayal could have. I didn't plan it, I swear. It started months ago, before the diagnosis. I didn't want to tell you, because I thought I could fix it before anyone got hurt. But now, I can't hide it anymore. I remember the way the world shifted that day. My wife, the woman I had promised forever to, lying in a hospital bed and confessing to a betrayal that cut deeper than the illness could ever touch. My chest felt hollow. I wanted to scream, to shake her, to demand some explanation, but my body wouldn't obey. All I could do was stare, watching the fragile rhythm of her breathing, and wondering if this was some cruel, twisted dream. Who is it?" I finally asked, my voice barely a whisper. The answer didn't come easily, and I could see her fighting her own shame before she whispered a name I recognized, a co-worker she had mentioned only in passing, someone I had trusted to be part of her world, part of ours. Anger rose like a storm, raw and immediate, but beneath it, beneath the rage and disbelief, there was a pulse of sorrow that threatened to drown me. How do you mourn the love you thought you knew while it's still alive before your eyes? She reached out, her hand trembling, seeking mine, but I pulled away. I couldn't touch her. Not now, not like this. I never meant to hurt you, she said, her voice breaking. I wanted to stop. I tried, but I kept lying to myself. I kept lying to you. I am so sorry. And there it was, the final collapse of trust. I remembered the little things I had ignored, the late nights at work, the unexplained messages, the subtle distance that had once seemed harmless. Every moment now screamed betrayal. And yet she was dying. She was dying in my arms, confessing her sins to the man she had once loved. I could feel the gravity of it, the impossibility of reconciling love and treachery in the same heartbeat. I stepped back, my hand shaking, tears I didn't expect pooling in my eyes. Why tell me now? I demanded, not out of anger, not really, out of a need to understand why our life had fractured in silence. "Because you deserve the truth," she said, and it was the most lucid, heartbreaking statement I had ever heard from her. "Even if I'm gone, you deserve to know who I really was and who I wasn't." The hours that followed were a blur. The confession laid bare a web of lies I hadn't seen unraveling, and yet there was a strange honesty in her final words that made the betrayal almost bearable. I stayed, silent mostly, letting her speak, letting her confess, letting her die with the truth finally released. When the monitors went silent, when the room went still, I felt an emptiness I could not name. Grief was simple. Betrayal made it complex. I had loved her, trusted her, lived with her, and now I was left with fragments of a woman I thought I knew, pieces I could never put together. But even in that devastation, in that ache that would never leave me, I understood something essential. The truth, no matter how painful, had a clarity that lies could never offer. She was gone, yes, but she had been real, deeply human, flawed, and broken. And I, too, had been real, believing, hoping, and finally facing the unbearable truth.